boy never could have imagined what would happen next. His father had been so gravely ill at home that he couldn't even get out of bed. But once he reached the battlefield, he transformed into a fierce tiger that had awakened from slumber. Not only did he fight the enemy forces for an entire month straight, but he also captured their fortress at the most critical moment. The price he paid, however, was falling into a prolonged coma. The boy began training relentlessly day and night, hoping to shoulder some of his father's burden. But one day, when his father suddenly regained consciousness, he secretly summoned the 3 retainers to his room. Breaking from his usual pattern, he asked each of them how they felt about living there. Although each person had a completely different background and experience, their answers were remarkably consistent. They all said this place was nothing short of paradise. Upon hearing this response, the Lord stopped beating around the bush. He told them straight out that his days were numbered. He knew full well that his death was approaching fast. Only now did he realize there were so many things he had left undone. If he had known better, he would have taken the boy to battlefields multiple times while he was still healthy. He should have shown him the harsh realities of the world much earlier. Unfortunately, it was too late for him to do that now. He hoped the 3 of them would look after the young master in the future. Of course, this wasn't an order from their lord, it was a father's heartfelt request. Although he had initially thought it was absurd when the 3 first appeared. After all, one was a Malga person, one was a woman, and one was just a 5-year-old child. But now he had to admit that his son's judgment was exceptionally sharp. He felt proud that they had joined their ranks, but truthfully, the rest of his words were unnecessary. Even without Levin's instructions, the 3 would have remained true to their original intentions. They would serve the young master until death. After all, without the boy's arrival, their lives might have lost all hope long ago. After receiving unanimous assurances from all 3, the Lord's next summons was still not for his own son. Instead, he called for his future daughter-in-law, Lisa. Although Lisa was somewhat surprised, as a lady well-versed in social etiquette, she introduced herself with complete ease and composure. She apologized that their first meeting had to take place under such circumstances. But to her surprise, the Lord actually smiled upon hearing this. He told her that this wasn't actually their first meeting at all. In fact, he was the one who had arranged for her to become his son's fiancée.